Let me ask you something. Have you ever stopped and thought, why do I think the way I think? Most people don't. And that's exactly where philosophy begins, with a pause, with a question. Now tell me, is philosophy some boring subject with big words and old men? No, not at all. Philosophy is simply thinking deeply, thinking before accepting, thinking before following. Let me explain it simply. The word philosophy means love of wisdom, not love of showing knowledge, not love of winning arguments, just love of understanding. Now I ask you, do philosophers have all the answers? No, they have better questions. Socrates, a famous philosopher, once said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." What does that mean? Does it mean life is useless? No. It means if you never question your life, your beliefs, your choices, then you're not really living. You're just copying. Now look around you. Who decides what success looks like? Society. Who decides what you should want? Social media. Who decides what is normal? The crowd. And philosophy gently asks, are you sure? Let me ask another question. Can you control the world? No. Can you control other people? No. But can you control your thinking? Yes. And that's power. That's why philosophy matters today. In a world that is always shouting, philosophy teaches you to be quiet, to think, to reflect. Plato said most people live in illusion, like watching shadows and thinking they are real. Sounds strange, right? But think again. We believe what we see online. We follow trends without asking why. Are those shadows or truth? Aristotle asked a simple question. How should we live? His answer was balance. Not too much, not too little. Control yourself. Then comes Nietzsche. He asks a dangerous question. Why do you believe what you believe? Is it truth or habit or fear? And the Stoics, they ask, why suffer over things you can't control? Focus on your actions, your thoughts, your response. Now let me ask you something important. Is philosophy only in books? No. When you choose discipline over comfort, that's philosophy. When you accept responsibility instead of blaming, that's philosophy. When you think before reacting, that's philosophy. So what does philosophy really teach us? It doesn't tell you what to think. It teaches you how to think. And that skill changes everything. So before I end, one last question for you. Are you living your own thoughts or someone else's ideas? Pause. Think. That moment right there, that is philosophy.